spoken, spoken word, spoken, spoken, spoken word, spoken, spoken, spoken word. This is a spoken word. Yeah, spoken,
Hey,
spoken.
we are Spoken Word, and you're watching My City Network.
Spoken word, spoken, spoken, spoken word. This is a spoken word.
A desire, like a urgency for an outlet, an expressive outlet in terms of artistic needs, not just for us, but for other individuals that were like wanting to have a platform to express themselves artistically, whether it's in spoken word, poetry, singing, dancing. And I think spoken word has really curated towards the needs of the artists in Toronto and within the GTA. So the fact that we can provide that platform for them is like definitely such a great experience for not just for us, but for the artists in Toronto.
I think there's been a whole generation, if not a couple of generations, that have grown up with the idea that arts can never be a main career, that it has to be a side career to something else that's more substantial and more lucrative and more stable. And that's been ingrained in many of our psyches from since we were young. Even till this day, like in my personal life, I know people who are always ready to tell me, okay, that's good, but what else? What are you gonna do to sustain yourself? What if you were really just meant to create? And what if you were really just meant to impact the world in an artistic way? Like, I think we undermine creativity and its influence and necessity on society. And I think that we need to build and nurture a society where arts is just as important as becoming a doctor or a lawyer or a psychologist or whatever the other main things that people desire to impress on their children to become. Because art reaches humanity, it reaches the center and the core of our beings, and it speaks to something that many fields cannot, and it brings out something in us as humans that is necessary. We need to experience that.
This whole idea of the starving artist, but what a lot of people outside of the arts don't realize is arts is a business like any other businesses, and oftentimes it's entrepreneurship, and that's why we've sort of coined the term Artrepreneurship, because the same way somebody might want to open up a pizzeria, or the same way somebody might want to open up another organization that doesn't have anything to do with the arts, it's a business. So I think a lot of the stigma associated with arts when it comes to a career is the fact that people quit far too early. It's the idea that arts is this thing that if you go and you try and you fail once, then it wasn't meant for you. When in actuality, it's something you got to build day in, day out.
The thing about like being a business plus having arts involved is like almost like two separate worlds. So when you infuse both worlds, it's almost like, oh my gosh, like what's happening? But the thing is, with entrepreneurship, there's so much structure, and that's why we have people on the team that are very structure-minded and that have that like organizational skills and anything that needs, and any skills that are needed to run a business. And then we have really, really artsy people who probably don't have structure at all, but they understand that art is a process and it's a journey.
Toronto does have a very rich and under-celebrated history within the arts, not just within the urban arts, but in the arts in general. But when you're looking at the urban arts, when you look at spoken word or painting or graffiti, arts has always been an essential part of society. Arts has always been a way for people to express themselves. So whether or not we, on an international level, we're always represented, I feel like Toronto's always been a city where the arts have thrived.
I think we are still fresh on the arts scene, and therefore the support with the Toronto audience is still building, and it can be difficult sometimes for up and coming artists to find that support. But I feel like that is changing and shifting in the city, because just over the past couple of years there's been so many platforms built and so many arts organizations that are growing, and I think that there's been a lot of light being shed on the arts now in Toronto, and so it is blossoming, and there's ripe potential for any artist in this.
Toronto is a place where artists are born and then they leave.
Yeah.
And then they go and they get discovered in New York, they get discovered in LA or whatever it is. But it's always been a place where we have the arts. It's just now we're starting to recognize that and celebrate it and take advantage of it.
Yeah. I think that's another part of the paradigm, is the concept of being discovered here and leaving to go somewhere else to find your success. And I feel that's been what some artists feel like they have to do, but I feel like it's changing now as well, where you can be discovered and have your success right here in Toronto.
I would say for anybody who wants to get into the arts and wants to really put it out there and have a platform as well, in Toronto you definitely have to have a team that's willing to work hard for you, and not only just for you but for the team itself, because at Spoken Heard, we all pretty much try and support each other's dreams. So I feel like having that steady team and a group of people that will have you and pretty much promote you, promote you as if they're promoting their own self to that degree, is definitely important.
Take the time to challenge yourself, because you'll see what you're made of. We decided to do things that we've never done before, and it's opened doors to things that we've never accessed before as well. Anything that's worth being birthed, you're going to go through labor pains, and then once that thing has come out, it's just joy and relief. And I think that's where we are now. Obviously, we're still learning from our mistakes and learning how to do things better for the next time. But I feel like right now, we're in that place where we can just breathe and enjoy what we've created.
I definitely feel that this group and these group of people are very special. Personally speaking, my art is birthed through the spirit. I'm a very spiritual person, so when my team is going through stress, I'm just hands up in the air, trying to figure out, trying to talk to whoever's up there most high or whatever, and just really okay, you know what, this is gonna be okay, because this is we're birthing something new, you know. And I feel yes, it's gonna be rough here and rough there, but nobody knows that that's what we're going through. And I think that's the special part about being a part of this group, is that we go through the struggles together, and then we have to definitely smoothen it out after, and pretty much make sure that everything's okay, so we can move on into the next learning curve or to the next apex moment.
Every event that we've done this year has been literally a part of our personal process. As individuals, we've literally grown in with each and every event, and every event has taken us to another place.
Definitely.
So it's been beautiful and an amazing process, and I look forward to doing more growth with this team.
Oh, hey there. I didn't see you. If you're interested in supporting Spoken Heard, give us your money. So if you're looking to connect with us, you can follow Spoken Heard at spoke_n_heard on Twitter. You can go to Facebook, Facebook.com/spoke.n.heard, or you can check us out on our website at www.spokenheard.ca. If you're looking to sponsor Spoken Heard, you can get in touch with us at info@spokeandheard.ca. and just connect with us. Even if you're just an artist or you want to perform at one of our shows or just get involved or join the team or whatever it is, you can get in touch with us through that email.
Spoken Heard, we out here. I'm trying to say York University, repping it real one time, big time. I'm founder, director, and everything. You know, Thug Life didn't choose me, I chose the Thug Life.